Single parents David and Tammy moved in together.
We didn't hit it off right away.
And it wasn't long before her 11-year-old Cody was ready to rumble. So will a shocking addition to the mix join the jumble or make this family crumble?
Scary a bit.
When marriage veterans Tammy and Dave moved in together, they came with one kid each, David's girl Caitlin and Tammy's boy Cody. But will the surprise baby bombshell bring this family a major heartbreak? Our panel of birthdays experts will be watching closely over the next 6 weeks. Relationship guru and woman about town, Josie Vogels. Supermom with a watchful eye, Kathy Buckworth. And the man who's always psyched and ready to go, Dr. Irvin Wolkoff. When Tammy and Dave met, they clicked. The problem is, he just didn't want to commit.
We didn't hit it off right away. It took me 3 weeks to call Tammy back.
Then when he did, things really heated up and got along really good.
And then I chickened out and ran away.
He hadn't quite recovered from his divorce, so in the early days, as I got too close, he would panic.
There were things going on at that time I just could not put my head in that space.
I told him he had 1 year to propose or
Get lost.
But bringing Tammy's son Cody and David's daughter Caitlin into the mix definitely stirred things up.
Bringing Cody into my house and our relationship changes a lot of things because he was the man of the house. And he thought he was in charge of everything, thought he could decide everything, and I can't live that way.
Well, my mom told me that she was getting married. It was surprising. It wasn't my choice. I didn't really feel I had a choice.
we dealt with it through counseling, and we did some courses on blended families.
They might want to go back for a refresher because things are about to change again.
When we went to the ultrasound, we were terrified of, not having a viable baby. Fetus A and fetus A and fetus A and fetus B, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh was right. It turns out that Tammy and Dave are having twins.
I just wanted one.
With the 2 new additions coming, they're worried about their welcoming committee.
One of the concerns with Caitlin is she's never had to share her dad.
I don't think I'll get as much attention as I usually do.
And since the news, Cody has been singing the blues.
Babies, when they come, my mom's gonna be always around them, and I won't be able to spend as much time with her.
You said you would change some diapers.
I said some, not at all.
As much as I think the kids will adapt to the twins, I still think it's going to be a real sharp knock to the nose, and they're going to be a little out of joint for a while.
What I thought was good right off the start with this couple is that they talked about going to counseling and really making sure that they were addressing the blended family question, even before there was a question of babies coming on the scene.
It's going to be a little nerve-wracking, but informative to see how they all fare after the babies arrive.
I always find it intriguing when parents who already have children say, and you're going to help change the diaper, right? And the kids are always like, ooh, yeah. It's like, what do they expect the children to say? Why do they always pick on that particular task?
I guess it's the most intimate task.
The easiest thing they can do,
I don't
right?
know.
I guess Cody can't actually breastfeed, so it's a little easier to ask him.
Today is the day that twin sister Mackenzie and brother Michael come home. While Caitlin's at her mom's, Cody's been quite the little helper.
I can help you guys so you can get some sleep tonight.
Okay, so we'll come knock on your door around
Yeah.
2:30.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
The party comes to an end when the twins need to feed.
Diapers, breast pump.
It's so hard to believe that
Pictures.
I get out of bed Thursday morning complaining at how hard it was to sleep and how uncomfortable I was. But then out they come, and it's hard to believe that they were inside me only a few hours earlier.
Because Tammy's milk hasn't come in yet, her doctor has helped out with a totally neato feeding contraption.
The reason why he's using his fingers because to use a bottle can cause nipple confusion.
As opposed to finger confusion?
It's early days yet. It's really nice to see Cody pitching in like that, but I know how siblings can get with a baby. All of a sudden it dawns on them that the baby's not going away, that mom can't take it back to the hospital. And with two of them, I think it's going to be even more so in the sense that he's going to say, this was cool at first, now it's starting to interfere with my sleep time, and with my time with mom, and with the time that they can drive me to the mall, or whatever it is that I want to do. So I think he's going to turn a little bit.
Did you notice that little Caitlin sort of disappeared? I'm wondering how she's going to react to having two who have replaced her as the baby of the family.
Well, it'll be interesting as well to see what happens when David goes back to work, because right now they've sort of got three hands on deck, which is nice. They've got Cody helping out, whom again I'm worried will not help out after a little while. They've obviously got David, who's engaged with this. He's the dad, he should be. But men have an annoying way of going back to work sometimes, and I think that's what he's going to have to do.
I think you should follow your advice, stay home, and they'll live on love.
And he could breastfeed with his finger. Maybe. Yeah.
That was pretty cool,
That was
the
very
whole
neat.
breast. I'd
Yeah.
never seen that before.
It's been 1 week since the birth. It's 7:30 a.m. and so starts another day with the twins.
They're almost getting too big for this.
Dad, they may have a poopy diaper, but the washing machine?
We needed to get the babies around the house, so we bought laundry baskets.
With Tammy's twins now fully operational, the milking machine is activated. With the twins' routine still being established, David is staying at home.
I'm taking a week of vacation days and spending them with Tammy because it's too soon for her to be home alone. And it's a lot harder than going to work. It's a lot harder.
And it looks like it's becoming contagious.
Can I stay home from school today?
I already told you last night and the night before, no.
I prefer to stay home from school today because we're going on this dumb trip at school and we're learning about an ecological footprint.
So why do you think you can stay home from school when they're doing something you don't want?
This trip sounds so stupid.
Yeah, but it's still a school day.
You can't miss school just because you don't like what they're doing. You know, it's like not going to work because you don't like, you have to do a report that day or something. So he's got to go.
Sorry, Cody, you're not that cool for school.
Okay, head south. Right.
I think he's behaving like a normal 11-year-old. A lot of kids that age don't want to go on the lame field trip from school. The field trip wears off after all when you can't, or you don't want mom or dad to go with you. And so I think his saying he wants to stay home from school, he's a little tired. School sucks when you're 11.
That's fair enough.
Nothing new.
You're right. Middle school is a terrible time for kids generally. And it's his way of asserting control and ownership over his mother and her new relationship with a new man. That's going to have to be seen to over time. But I understand it. As wonderful as this family is, it's not the one that he got originally.
It's been 2 weeks since the birth, and it's a special day. It's Tammy and David's anniversary, and Cody doesn't miss a beat.
Can I have a friend over?
Yeah.
Can I call Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Tammy and Dave aren't going to be totally alone.
So it's our first date night, but we have to bring the babies, aka the monsters.
They cry and scream. It sounds really weird and freaky. That's kind of why they call them the monsters.
Hi, Josh.
And speaking of monsters, but luckily Grandma's there to enforce the rules.
They'll get away with a little bit more from Nana. That's what Nanas are for. Spoil them.
Now I have the cell phone.
Yes?
If you're bleeding or someone's dying, then call us, okay?
Bleeding? Dying? Just what do they think they'll be up to?
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Oh, looks like the boys have been touching the walls again.
With the parents gone, Cody amps up the goofball routine.
I have to use their manners. We'll be done. You better watch it. You're not gonna burp.
The evening is just beginning.
After you, my dear.
Congratulations.
Oh my God.
They are so cute. How's that feel?
Getting used to it. Getting used to it. Just a half liter, please.
And after Josh goes home,
Nana, can I make daiquiris?
Can I help him? Well, first you have to call your mom and get permission.
phone call? But Nana, no one's bleeding or dying.
Hi, Cody.
Hi, Mom. Can I make daiquiris?
Are you gonna clean up this time?
Yeah.
Okay, I better not go into a mess.
Don't worry, Nana's got things under control.
I want vodka in mine. I've been working hard all day.
Let the party begin.
Ooh, can I have mine?
Let's hope they don't mix up their drinks. Mom and Dad knock back some of their own.
2 down, lifetime to go.
No more babies.
And with everyone in bed,
That's good.
look who's home.
Oh yeah, I didn't remember this time. I wonder where my mom is. She probably had too much vodka.
Too much? Maybe not enough. Oh, and look who's in deep doo-doo.
I thought you were gonna clean up. What happened?
I made a mess.
Well, let's clean up. I hope you didn't put vodka in yours.
I bet he wished he did.
When I know something's happened and Tammy's dealing with it, I don't feel the need to step in to be the disciplinarian. And it's better for Cody when it comes from his mother.
I guess it's Cody's first time with a sponge.
Faster than that. Next time, do it before I get home so I don't see it.
Okay, enough with the, like, he's 11, he's just a teenager. But I'm sorry, Cody, what happened?
I know,
It's like, Cody, come on, I told you you could
agree.
make daiquiris, clean up, like,
I
come
think
on.
the line that she's walking there is in the past, she wouldn't have disciplined him at all. Now
I
she
know.
knows David's listening.
You know, it would be really nice if she understood that Cody can be disciplined without being injured and without it reproducing the loss of his original family and life. Lots of pinkies up, like as if this kid's made out of porcelain.
I say no more daiquiris, only margaritas.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
She's not doing him, Cody,
No.
any favors
No.
by being so soft.
It's midnight. After the mess is cleaned, Tammy and David have another mess on their hands. Ah, a perfect way to end your anniversary. A brand new day. Same old problems. Cody's mess isn't confined to daiquiris.
This is a little annoying. When we went into labor, someone gave Cody a model kit, which was a great idea, great gift for a young boy. And then one of his friends gave him all of these paints. First thing he does is he starts working on it, painting upstairs in the dining room. Freaking brand new dining room set. He gets a little bit of paint on it. Fortunately, his Nan and Papa caught him and cleaned that up right away and sent him down here. But they didn't know that we didn't want him in the house at all. Right now, he has no privileges to have friends over this weekend, and it's our problem to clean up. And the same with here. I mean, he views this downstairs as being his personal playroom, and it's not. It's supposed to be kind of a kid's rumble room. But he's got his guitar strewn around, and if I wasn't paying attention or he had a blanket over it, I could easily step on the neck of it and break it, and then it would be my fault, right? And he's not supposed to have food down here because he never cleans it up. Just strangle him. And I don't know what else to do to get him to do it.
It's been 3 weeks since the birth, and David is back at work. With the kids back at school, Tammy is all alone with the twins.
We're gonna feed you. I can't do anything with two babies in my arms. They don't want to go down. I'd be cuddled all the time.
While she struggles with the twins, David's on vacation at work.
I feel kind of guilty because she's got the hard part at home with the kids, but it's really relaxing comparatively to be back at work and dealing with the usual kind of junk.
I can't even go to the washroom. I have to let them cry till I get done and come out.
Feeling a little stir-crazy, Tammy meets David for lunch.
Does it work?
And it gives them some time for a little strategy session regarding Cody.
I have to be the one that disciplines him, and
I know.
because then he'll be mad at you. But I remember when I was a kid, I never said much to my dad, but I was harder on my mom. I have to step it up and be the one to have consequences. It's just been hard with the twins and.
Well, even more so because of the twins, you can't.
I know
you can't put up with them being that way.
Yeah, because I don't want them to learn that behavior either.
Right, and I will not be tolerating it from them.
I know.
There'll be lots of timeouts.
Yeah.
I love that she took herself over to David's for lunch.
I agree.
Yeah.
Instead of sort of wallowing in it at home, she packed up the kids and she said, we're going to go and join Dad for some lunch. And then it gives them that time to talk about the code master.
Yeah.
Yes,
giving
the
them
code
all
master.
kinds of.
Dealing with 11-year-old with 2 new babies who are biological to
Yes.
David and Tammy, and there's a very big danger of Cody getting the thing of like, oh, great, I get treated like crap because I'm not
That's right.
their child.
One small point. Kids resist rules and regulations, but they cannot be comfortable or feel safe without some kind of limit setting.
It's been 4 weeks since the birth, and while Caitlin's at her mom's, today is Tammy's chance to try out some tough love on Cody.
Can Josh sleep over?
Have you done the yard work yet?
No.
Guess you better get working. Do you want to sleep over? We can send Josh home.
Yeah.
The rake's in the garage. Concentrate on that by the fountain there. If he does it, he can have a sleepover. If not, he just doesn't have any friends this weekend.
The kids get right into it. Of course, not without a little horsing around.
Oh, we're finished.
Finished? I don't think so.
As far as cleaning up the yard and the basement and all that for a sleepover, I find is not that fair.
But the parent strategy doesn't stop there.
Tonight, we're gonna have a date night, and we're trying to give Cody more responsibility. We're gonna be gone for an hour, and we have the neighbors watching out, but he doesn't know that.
This is your first time home alone.
I know the rules.
A pouty little boy all night, okay?
I'm not, and you're freaking out on me.
I'm not freaking out. I'm disagreeing with you, and you always think the people that disagree with you are freaking out. Okay?
Are you clear?
Do you understand? If there's a problem, be no sleepover tomorrow night. Are we clear on that?
And no daiquiris tonight, don't even ask.
With Caitlin still at her mom's, Tammy and Dave leave, and it's all quiet on the Cody front. Maybe a little too quiet.
Cody is still misbehaving. You can't get an 11-year-old or a young teenager to turn things around automatically. So this is not unusual. I just hope that they learn that the disciplinary skills, they both have to line up and they take turns doing it. That's the only thing I can say. They're going to be doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
What they did with Cody was great. He thinks it's unfair he has to do anything for anything. Tough luck. It's fair because he gets free rent, free food, etc. And they're being empathic. They're not beating him. I think what they're saying to him is, you do what we want, we will give you what you want. It doesn't have to be punishing. And if he can learn to limit himself empathically, he has a lot more potential success as an adult than if he just runs riot.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, blah, blah,
Blah,
blah.
blah.
So what that means to say
It's good that they're limiting him nicely.
Okay, so getting him to clean up the yard or whatever punishment, that really works for me. I do that with my kids as well, too, actually. So, get my car cleaned or, whatever.
It's great.
It's
Child
great.
labor. It's
I love
awesome.
it. I trick them into being bad just so I can get chores done. Works really well.
It's been 5 weeks since the birth, and because Tammy is home alone, Nana comes over to lend a hand.
Hi,
Come on in.
so what do you have planned for me this week?
Lots of laundry. The babies will make sure of that. Uh-oh. I think there's a disaster. Mom.
Do you want me to change her?
Sure.
Yeah, I think I'll take her upstairs.
Uh-oh, I hope she's done. Are you done?
Oh, there we go.
It's either that or she's got some serious...
Oh, boy.
She says toxic farts.
Our lifestyle is different. When you come here, it's hectic.
With the liquor cabinet under lock and key, Nana's got energy to burn.
For an old lady, she can really move.
What I want to know is there a number where I can rent that grandma?
Isn't she fabulous?
I could use one of those.
And she's fast.
Yes, fast.
She really
efficient.
zips around.
Again, like that's so what you need.
With Nana's support at home, it gives Tammy the time to check out another form of support, a twins group for overwhelmed mothers.
It's very important to me to be connected with other people with twins because the challenges are unique. It's just great to kind of touch base and see how each other have handled different challenges and to try it on our own children, see if it'll work.
How do you find the going to bed routine and everything when you have Cody and Kaylin and then get your babies down at the same time?
It's all around between 8 and 9:30 and 10. So like a 2-hour of getting one down and then, you know, an hour and a half later Cody in between trying for them, and it takes David and I, both of us. It's encouraging to have a network of people who are going through the same issues and to know you're not alone.
Well, it beats them all.
I recently spoke at a multiple birth society, and I felt like such a fraud because I've only had my children one at a time instead of in the volume discount way that these women have them. And it is a totally different thing. I think you're dealing with very different issues, so it's great to see her out with a group that specializes in twins or multiple births like that. It's very different.
She's proactive. It's good. I like it.
She seems to have that spark. You know, she's the one that emphasized the date night, chose to go to lunch, went to the mother's group.
Chased him after he chickened out 3 times.
Exactly.
That's right.
It's been 6 weeks since the birth of Mackenzie and Michael. Instead of date night, Tammy and David take the whole family out for an afternoon of fun.
So you ready to play pool?
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks like Samson cut off his locks. Maybe it'll lessen his troublemaking powers.
Well, there was a period when the twins first arrived where, you know, Cody was maybe, I don't know if he's acting out, but he was having some issues and you know, he had to do some punishments, but he seems to have stabilized. But I'm sure it'll come again.
When we go out, it's not as fun because sometimes they're paying attention to the babies. They're working with babies, so I should act a little more mature and help them because they shouldn't do all the work.
Good shot, Cody. Close, very close.
In my opinion, we still need, as a family, to work on communication. So we do need to work on that. We should do this more often.
I like it.
It's a great idea that they took all the kids out together. I hope that doesn't replace the individual date nights. I do a lot of work with couples. The most powerful instrument I have is the date night. People cannot have anything like a reasonable relationship with each other, let alone manage a whole family, if they don't have enough shared enjoyable experiences and if they're too nervous to talk to each other. And nothing beats it like sitting down together.
That's right. And they should take the babies. They're infants, right? You can take babies to a restaurant. They can't leave them all with grandma, so.
Because I think Cody does just need some fun and some love with the family.
And when he's out at the pool hall, he's one of the kids that can actually shoot pool because the baby's not so good.
It's Saturday morning, and with the tweens at their other parents' homes, Tammy and Dave get some alone time with Mackenzie and Michael.
Well, the twins basically have, I think, improved the blended family situation. It's the one common element that we all share. And before, sometimes it would feel a bit like, you know, David, Caitlin, and Cody, Tammy, and now it's that one thing that brings us all together.
And are they thinking about blending any more kids into the mix?
I'm a frickin' saint.
Bite me in the
Sometimes I worry about them.